Greetings, this is Pillar Nexus, the Ancient Gladiator, and today's video is on things I've learned about online content creators from watching them over the past 2+ years. Just some lessons that I've been thinking over recently and wanted to cover in a video today. First off, it is crazy expensive. Just you need to have a good computer and microphone and a webcam if you're doing like live action streaming, or if you're going the VTuber path. There's also getting your model and getting it rigged for live duty and all that. But either way, there's this stream overlays, commissioning art for like merch and other projects. You can't completely rely on fan art for everything. And really, if you want to do something special for like memberships and all that, you gotta find a pro and get some good stuff from them to really reward the people you have as members. And most of all, having the highest speed internet available. Let me tell you, as someone who's has been doing a lot of videos, with the stuff that I have with my camera doing live action showing stuff is required me to go to the library a lot because their internet is just so much better. And it's kind of what's holding me back from streaming. I might try with this internet one day, try it again, but I really doubt it. It also takes a lot of creativity, like coming up with ideas for just streams and videos and songs and chatting streams. And chatting streams also require like a good deal of life experience, because what do you have to talk about if all you do is sit around inside all day watching anime and playing video games? I'm sure those are interesting things to talk about, but it's gonna get old real quick. So go outside, go make some fun memories, and talk about people with that. Also being able to adapt to situations when things get difficult, when there's a challenge in the way. It's part of why I like some of the people that I like, is because they have that skill at adapting to things just getting out of hand. It's really surprising what you'll face in this crazy online world. But yeah, just like I try to come up with video ideas sometimes, and it gets hard until inspiration hits. Like this, I feel like I can only talk about board games for so long before people are just getting tired of it. But I don't know, maybe I'm underestimating my audience. A big thing is also dealing with people. You have to be able to deal with people. On social media, you're gonna talk to like fan artists and other people in your community and other peers who are also streaming and making things. There's also live chat, which, if you're actually streaming instead of just making videos like me, um, being able to set rules for, what people can say or should be saying, and not, flooding the chat with weird, crazy stuff. People are going to leave comments on archives unless you turn off comments, and that's kind of a risk because it might help to get feedback. At the same time, some people just use comment sections to just be stupid about stuff. Commissions, again, you want to get like members only fan art, or other logos and stuff. You're gonna have to deal with talking to artists and dealing with how to pay them and all that. And then management. So there's kind of this bit of a shock to the system the other, some time back, and of realizing if if you can get suspended for losing your temper, that's something I should be very concerned about as well, because I have anger issues as well, and part of it is dealing with this family sometimes. But if I ever, you know, if I'm ever going to find myself in that professional environment of having to deal with a manager, I am going to work like hell on my attitude and my temper and everything else. And I'm going to be smart about how I communicate with them and manage my time, dealing with them as best I can. Okay, one last little extra note that I'm shoving in here at almost the last second. In dealing with people is collaborations, requires some special notes. Remember whose channel it is. They have rules. They have their fandom. Respect the environment of the stream. And just, if it's, supposed to be fun, have fun. Don't turn it into politics or war or anything in between fandoms. Make sure you spend time interacting with people and getting to know them well before trying to collaborate. Don't just collab for the sake of collab. No, this doesn't work like that. And clear it with management. If there's management on either side, make sure it's cleared with them. They may have certain restrictions in place as well. And if your channel is nothing but collabs, I gotta ask why. I mean, for Trash Taste, it's fine. For example, that's one example. Is podcast groups, bands. That makes sense. You've got several people working together to make something. That's how your channel is. If you have solo content, you probably have it on another channel specifically for it. But if your channel that's mostly about, if your channel is supposed to be about you, and it's nothing but collabing with other people, why is it like that? Interviews, I understand. Again, podcasts, I understand. Bands, I understand. But really, if you've got a channel, it should be your creative output, your observations, your advice. It'd be mainly about what you've got to offer. And then we slip more into the audience side with, reading the room and respecting the vibes of a stream. Going back to communication. As a streamer, you want to set up rules and have them in every description and try to nudge chat into pointing them out to newer people who are coming in. Having moderators is also helpful, because do you really want to have one eye on chat all the time and seeing if they're on their good behavior? But yeah, mostly it's going to be as audience, you want to be respectful. Just kind of go with the flow of how things are going, and maybe pointing out some details that you think are interesting. Try not to go crazy with all caps or emojis. I go into chats where it's just floods of emojis and all that stuff. It's like, yeesh. I don't know. I'm more of a text guy. I like seeing words more than the pictures. But then again, there's a lot of too much memes. I think rely too much on the memes, and just, especially when it's out of context, it doesn't fit at all with what's going on. It's like, what? But yeah, just generally, don't bring down good, the good times that are happening. And if there's, a sad moment, don't be a joker. Just be respectful. Okay, more audience stuff. Respect privacy and security. For crying out loud. Do not go out of your way to dig up information that's none of your business to begin with. Doxing is a big problem lately, and It's just does not help. It's just, it's just causing so many problems. And there's, don't discuss alternate identities if anyone going by a preferred name. This is mainly for like VTubers that have had like past identities and stuff. Um, that stupid YouTube and Reddit occasionally have let. I think we really needed to be better than this. And don't give anyone trouble over their family or romance or whatever. Let people have their private lives, and don't do the evil thing of saying, "Oh, you need to choose us over them." You know, they're if people are going to be doing this, they should have that freedom and privacy to have those relationships away from the freaking internet and be able to have that little world all to themselves and their closest people, that it's just free from that interference. Fans are not entitled to any of that, period. Okay, back to like just streaming and all that. Managing your time wisely. That's an important, just in general, as a life, an important note in life. But for streaming, it's just keeping your streams to a reasonable time. I know long streams are fun for people who want to spend a lot of time on them. That's cool. But I think it's good to know when you're exhausted and can take a break as you need. Watching others' streams and videos. So just finding a good time to actually do it. Making sure that you've got your own life in order before you watch, other stuff. And get your priorities taken care of first, then have fun. Yeah. Quality control for videos. It's worth putting that time into, and making sure things are in order and synchronized and coordinated and everything else that keeps things together. And then if things need to change, then step up and make that change for it and publish it when it's at its best. Social media, holy crap, what a black hole of time it can be. Like, Twitter is freaking nuts sometimes. I have to be better at pulling myself away from the Twitter scroll through everything I see there. I think the worst part is clicking on a trending thing and seeing more politics and other stupid things that make me mad. It's like I need to step away sometimes. Really, if you're on social media, it should be for promoting your stuff and dealing with artists and other community members that you need to talk with about stuff. Announcements and anticipation. So, yeah, there'll be times when you want to build up hype and stuff, but you can't build up hype too long. You gotta make that announcement when it deserves to happen, and then sometimes though dropping announcements out of nowhere is also gonna cause issues, but oh. And then I think most of all, there's just taking care of your life in the real world. I think the internet is just, I don't know what it is. Sometimes it just makes us want to spend so much time in this world of reaching out to other people in an instant. And I think it's worth putting more time and higher priority on taking care of yourself and taking care of the people who are right here in the world with you. My family's troubled sometimes, but I will take them over the internet any day. Sometimes, but just you know, for crying out loud, take a shower, eat breakfast, get some exercise, then do fun stuff on the internet. A little visual that I have for this slide is like, okay, so wake up at like 10 a.m., get a shower, get breakfast, and prepare for the stream, and stream at 11 for like an hour and over half. And then there's that time after to, tweet stuff and then get ready for like a management meeting. And then like talk to people in like management or your people you're commissioning stuff from, and then go enjoy your day, go take care of stuff outside, and come home and eat dinner, take care of home stuff, and stream again at like 5 p.m. till 7, and then just take the rest of the night off, go to bed whenever. We don't have a whole lot of time in our lives, so make the wisest use of it that you can. A really big thing is being prepared for just about anything. That can really happen. Dealing with technology, because the term I keep hearing is a scuff. This internet connections and microphone issues and other crazy stuff happens, and you want to do what you can ahead of time to not have to worry about it later. Really big is privacy and security. People should be respecting that in the first place, but really do more for keeping your identity safe and keeping out private information that doesn't need to be shared, especially in chatting streams. Be very careful what you choose to share. Chat moderation. It's the internet. Random people are gonna jump into chat and say whatever, and most people tend to be supportive. But you keep seeing these random people spamming random things. So having someone who can watch your back on that helps. Have several people, in fact. Having things to talk about in general. Trying to just fill the air with things that are gonna keep people interested and listening and all that. It's not easy. I try my best. I really do. But again, it goes back to that. It helps to have that life experience. Just spending less time messing around on the internet and more time living life, and then bring that experience to the community and say, hey, got to do this, the other day. Here are some thoughts and observations on it, and why I might recommend or not this thing. It's good to have. Thumbnails and overlays, and just having your streams prepared ahead of time with waiting rooms and all that. It's just either making your own or getting commissioned work is a good thing. I don't have Photoshop. I don't have I have like MS Paint. That's the best I got. Although there's Paint 3D, I don't really mess with it. If I decide to like step things up, it's one of the things I want to look into is better visual tools. But anyway, for either streaming or watching, water, maybe snacks. I think I like soda a little too much, and that's why I'm trying to step away from it. But yeah, just having that hydration for speaking as a streamer. But as an audience, it might help to have something to, in case you get a little bit hungry in the middle. Although if you seriously need a meal, there's nothing wrong with stepping away on either side of it and getting actual lunch, dinner. For crying out loud, please eat breakfast before streaming or watching the stream. Don't do this stuff on an empty stomach. And I think a nice little thing to have in general is just a notepad, pen, paper, and if you need to take notes on something, if you need to remind yourself, hey, I need to do this by this time, or I should probably end the stream here to take care of this afterwards as soon as possible. It's a nice little tool to have. But yeah, just in general, be prepared for as much as you possibly can. Finally, and just most of all, be honest with yourself. Look at streaming, look at making videos and songs and art and all that, and ask yourself, is this really what you want to do with your time and resources? Why or why not? And again, are these works really the best you've got? If not, how will you improve? Or if so, how will you maintain that quality? And I think I forgot to mention, or write it in, but how will you get the message across to people and say, hey, this is what I have to offer. Please check it out. Leave feedback. Let me know what you think of it, and if I have to maybe rethink my methods or the content, I will take it into consideration. And then seriously consider what it is you're creating or how you're making it. Have the sacrifices been worth it? Would you try to get back what you've lost without giving up what you've gained? You can't get back the time. Period. There's no getting back the time. You've spent it. It's gone. Money could be recovered, but it's not always easy. In general, you just end up taking up work and getting money that way. But don't give up something you're not prepared to give up for it, really. And are you being pushed into choosing between your fans and your personal circle? What do you do? I have to wonder what kind of person chooses their fans and pushing themselves harder into making things over their personal stability and their personal circle and the real world. If you're choosing the internet over the real world, I'm genuinely worried for you. But you know what? Real fans care about you. They're gonna understand when you need to take breaks. They're gonna understand that you've got your privacy to look out for, your security to maintain. Real fans understand, and they have that patience. So, most of the time, you probably don't need to worry about it. And I think, last but not least, probably this is really important. When's the last time you did something nice for yourself without worrying about whether or not you could or should use it for content? I picked up this model kit the other way back, and it's like, oh, I wonder if I should use this for my channel. I'm looking at these random Gundam model kits over here, and it's like, oh, I shouldn't assemble these yet. I should wait until I can do them for a video. And I'm thinking maybe I don't need to. Maybe I could do this stuff privately. I keep working on my game designs privately. Share them when they're done as a published thing. What should or should not be content is always something to keep in mind. And some things are just too personal to make into content. So that's just worth thinking about. And really, if it's been such a long time since you've done something nice for yourself, go do something nice for yourself today. Do it before it's too late. Do it while the sun's up. Do it while you've got the resource to do it. Go do something nice for yourself and celebrate you. So yeah, in conclusion, for online content creation, I have a lot of respect for those who choose to take up this path. It can go like all these different special directions, like streaming, making videos, drawing, painting, singing, making music. There's just so much you can do with it, and really, I wish people the best. I'm always hoping people just take care of themselves and enjoy doing what they do. And if you don't enjoy it, find find something you do enjoy, or find a way to turn it into an opportunity to make something you enjoy. And just if you're gonna keep on doing it, good luck. Good luck. Take care. Have fun. I am Pillar Nexus the Ancient Gladiator, and I'm going to be here for as long as I care to keep being here. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time. Have a good day, and take good care of yourselves.